What's going on, guys? We got a little bit of an unexpected video. Mike Babcock has just resigned as the Columbus Blue Jackets head coach. I'm going to do this in like 3 to 4 to maybe 5 minutes, just talk about it, riff off it, because the Jets are playing right now. I think they're down 7-0 to the Cowboys, so I got to go watch that game. But obviously, Mike Babcock fired. I would say this was a surprise, but I think it was either Friday or Thursday. Dreger said that at this point we wouldn't be surprised if Babcock was fired. So once a reporter insider went on the record saying that like it could happen any day now, I'm surprised it happened like Sunday. That's a news dump if I've ever seen one. The 4 p.m. right during the NFL's witching hour, start of the 4 p.m. games, to news dump that there is a masterclass by the Columbus Blue Jackets. You almost have to respect it. But in regards to Babcock, yeah, I'm just shocked that he actually thought that he could do this crap in the year 2023 and try to get away with it, especially as we've become more of a culture that cares about personal privacy, that stuff like this gets spread and people get held accountable for this stuff. This isn't 2008. If this happens in 2008, Babcock goes through someone's like Motorola Razr, I don't think the league's even caring about that. They're definitely not investigating it, but especially considering the NHLPA said that some of the young players were uncomfortable with what happened. Once you launch that full investigation, if you had one guy that said, oh, he went through my phone, which apparently someone did, there was one incidence of it, he was going to get fired. It was inevitable. I don't get how you're such a jackass in today's society to do that. You're Mike Babcock. You haven't had a job in 4 years. You're not going to have another job in the NHL now because of that. He was on such thin ice. I'm not saying another coach could have survived this. Probably couldn't, but like if there's one guy that obviously could not survive this, it was Mike Babcock. It was the guy that got fired, and then the allegations came out that Johan Franzen said he's the worst guy ever. Mitch Marner, he made Mitch Marner cry from that list thing. Like, if there's one guy that I would think would have learned his lesson and been an upfront guy, an honest guy, and not do this shit anymore, it would have been Mike Babcock. But they always say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and I think this does apply with Babcock. He clearly just comes from that generation of coach is God, coach is more important than the players, which in today's NHL is just not the case. We're in a players-driven league. Not to say, and I'm sure I'm going to get some pushback, like not to say that like players shouldn't be held accountable. Obviously, players should be held accountable with their on-ice actions and to a degree their off-ice, but not in regards to their goddamn camera roll. That is absolutely ridiculous. Camera roll is a private thing that an NHL coach should not be seeing. That's like, I think even like the government can't crack into like dead criminals' phones, like terrorist phones, because of like some act. So the fact that a goddamn NHL coach was going through players' camera rolls is just unacceptable. I don't know why he would do that. Again, especially because the players nowadays are like, this isn't the society. Like we don't put up with this crap. This isn't the players that were drafted in 2003 that are hard-nosed, don't care. Players you could say are softer now. I would say that they just have like more basic like human appreciation for other people and like their respect of their privacy. It's not that they're soft. They just see someone go through their phones and think that's ridiculous. And overall, this is a massive Spitting Chicklets W. They got absolutely dragged throughout this process when it was initially revealed, and then people blindly just like agreed with the Columbus Blue Jackets PR statement. I literally quote tweeted and said, yeah, this is a PR twist if I've ever seen one. So the fact that people were like, hook, line, and sinker, like Columbus said that nothing happened, I'm going to believe that. We've seen PR teams lie. The Chicago Blackhawks with the Kyle Beach stuff, like PR teams are going to save their team's ass. And it's just what's going to happen. So the fact that people believe that Columbus Blue Jackets PR statement and just thought the Spitting Chicklets guys were making stuff up. I didn't like fully believe Spitting Chicklets and thought Babcock was 1,000% should be fired in the moment. I thought that's very weird. Why would Spitting Chicklets, a massive podcast, put their name on the line by reporting this? There has to be at least some substance there. Maybe they're extremely exaggerating it, but there was clearly something there where, yeah, again, it's a massive W for them. The fact that they're a players-only podcast and they have guys coming to them reporting on this stuff that is just wrong in the hockey world, and they're willing to put their name on the line and report this because players aren't even like willing or scared to report it to their own HR departments probably, but they're willing to go to Paul Bissonnette and Ryan Whitney to go report it. I think that's very telling of hockey culture as a whole and the changes that need to be made within the organizations. And I'm sure the people that accuse Spitting Chicklets of absolutely lying, they're nowhere to be seen right now. They probably shut down their entire Twitter for the day because they're getting ratioed to holy hell. But overall, Mike Babcock, Not a good guy. Clearly hasn't changed. Enjoy retirement. Guys made tens of millions of dollars. I don't feel bad for him one bit. This isn't some like guy that's never going to be able to work again and was making minimum wage. No, Mike Babcock, just stay out of hockey, please, for our own sake. And for the Columbus Blue Jackets, I think this is a win because Mike Babcock wasn't even that good in Toronto after like the first year when they made the playoffs. They basically stagnated. So I think Columbus is going to, they have an interim head coach. I'm not going to sure if he's going to end up being the full-time, but I think in the long run, Columbus is a lot better off getting Babcock out of there from ruining the development of their players and hopefully being a contender within a couple of years. But overall, let me know in the comments, what do you think? This was a 5-minute, 40-second rant by me. No cutaways, no nothing. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you later.